Welcome to another InventRight TV show. InventRight's been helping people bring their products to market for over 11 years now. Today we have Andrea Sabinski as our guest. She's successfully licensed her drop-down drawer. Welcome, Andrea.
Oh, thank you very much.
That sounds a little weird. It said something. Did I say something about dropping your drawers? Did I say that, Steve? No, no. Well, we're gonna just so nobody's misinterpreting what we're talking about.
Shame on you, Andrew.
Yeah, we're gonna throw a picture of Andrea's product up on the screen here so you can look at it. It's nothing about dropping your drawers. I guess it is, Andrea. Are you dropping your drawers with this product?
Well, yeah. I guess everybody's dropping their drawers when they buy the product. That's right.
Cool.
I love it.
So tell us. So you licensed this? Is that correct?
I did. Yes, I did.
Well, first of all, wait a minute. Tell us about the product. What does it do?
Thank you. That's a great question. So, when you put plates in your cupboard or cups, there's always that space that's kind of above between the two shelves or three shelves you have in your cupboard. I developed a way, and we're still working on the patent, but I developed a way to slip over an extra drawer. That's why they're calling it a drop-down or extra drawer, over that shelf space, and then it drops down to a 90-degree angle. And it has inserts in there, one for K-cups, 24 K-cups, and then the other insert is for wine accessories, and another one for spices that comes with the product.
Nice.
And also it's an organizer.
You know what I love about this product? Everybody has that. Everybody needs more space, number one. Okay.
Right.
And number two, and number two, you have this extra space in those cupboards that's not being utilized.
Right.
So
right.
Perfect, very clever, very simple.
Andrea, I remember before you licensed this, you showed it to me, and I was concerned about the weight. Is that not an issue? Can you throw pretty weighty things in there, or because it's a fairly thin drawer, that's not a problem? Actually,
the weighty is not too bad. Believe it or not, I mean, when you put spices, it starts to get a little heavy, as well as your wine accessories, and it actually still slides out very nicely. The way that it was developed and designed by Lifetime Brands is it really does a nice, smooth transition out.
Okay, so where is it selling now? Where can people buy it? Because it's very, very clever, very nice, great idea, by the way. Where can people buy it?
Thank you. Well, on Amazon.com, and it's actually under Extra Drawer. They changed the name of it, and I probably should have told you that up front, to XTRA and then Drawer. Okay. And it's by the Kamenstein division of Lifetime Brands.
Okay.
And you can get it on Amazon as well as Bed Bath & Beyond on their website.
Wonderful.
I think it's a little cheaper on Amazon. If you have Prime, you get free shipping.
Okay.
And now it'll be in Costco starting in March.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Now, you have another product that's very clever as well. Let's talk about that one.
Yeah. That one is called the Ventu. It's sold on Quirky.com. It is a all-in-one strainer, prep, and serving bowl so that you're not transferring, your wet noodles and such and fruit into another bowl and then prepping and wasting all of those dishes. And it was on QVC on Friday, and you can actually get it on their website for the next couple of months.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Well, wonderful. This leads into my next question. You're really good at this.
I wish I had more. I'm working on others, but nothing quite yet. We'll see. It's not an easy process, number one, and it's not something that works fast, but it's doable. I mean, I figure if I can do it, I think most people can do it.
I've got a question because we have a lot of our students, we have a lot of people that are listening to this. How are you doing it repeatedly now? Is there a secret sauce? I mean, what have you learned? How are you becoming successful?
I think what I do is I look for opportunities in a space where perhaps something's missing. And I don't know. Sometimes I think it's maybe a little bit innate in someone for the creativity side, but you still have to make that first move in going after a contract or a license, but you got to make the phone call. So I think what I'm learning is that, you can develop all of these products, but you've got to kind of spread your wings a little bit everywhere. I go to EdisonNation.com, Quirky. I call other companies. I don't just stick with one way of doing it. I actually get my stuff out there, all of my ideas out there with many different companies.
People are always, they're always timid and they're like, well, no one's going to listen to me and no one's going to care about my idea. What do you just pick up the phone and call all these companies?
I kind of find them on LinkedIn, and you can find a lot on LinkedIn, and I think I've mentioned this before, and you can email them. If you have the Prime, I think it's $199 a year, and you have that Prime LinkedIn account, you can email directly to product scouts and managers.
Okay.
And you know, sometimes you get an email back that they're interested, and sometimes you never hear from them. But I think it gets easier as more companies are more open to inventors, and I wouldn't be shy. I would just make that phone call. What do you have to lose? Or maybe hire somebody that doesn't have your personality, that would be willing to work with you for a cut.
Andrea, when we first met you, you were I believe you were pretty much sticking with these websites that said submit your products like Quirky.
Yeah.
And now after you became a student of ours, and now you're calling these companies directly. Do you find that to be empowering?
It is really empowering. When you feel confident and you've licensed a product like I have, and I think that's where I got my confidence, once you get your first one, I think you just have that confidence a little bit more than you would if you were still just starting out. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. You'd be surprised at how many companies are open to it.
And the extra drawer, that's what you did. You called a bunch of companies and you found one, you licensed it.
Correct.
You didn't use a website like Quirky where
no.
I mean the downside of Quirky is it's one company. And
right.
I'm assuming when you made your list for the extra drawer, you had a list of maybe 5 or 10 or 15
Andrew,
companies.
what I'm taking away from this, which I really love her advice, is that you have to try a lot of things.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah. I like it. And I think she's also saying that once you gain a little confidence, working directly with these companies is probably going to be to your advantage because you probably keep relationships open and there's no middleman, right, that's involved anymore.
Nope.
You're controlling your own destination. And I think that's really important. But I've got to ask, we're coming up on 8 minutes coming up. I've got one question. Is there any advice that you would give someone new to this that they should watch out for, or some things that you've learned, something they can walk away and go, I'm kind of new at this. I should probably watch out for that, or any other things that you've made a mistake that now you've learned to do it differently?
We just have time for one.
Yeah, I've got one big one. If you do not have the money to get your own patents, and it's quite expensive, I would work with a partner, perhaps, split it with someone, be able to, because we're talking 10 to 15,000 per patent minimum, usually depending on the extensiveness of the utility process. It's very expensive. This is not a game. This is a business, but you can go in it with partners if you feel like it's worth it to you.
All right. So you need to be aware that you need some type of perceived ownership, and that's going to cost some money. And so if you don't have it, find somebody else that can possibly help you. Have you ever been able to cut some deals where the licensees pays for some of that, or does that work or doesn't work for you?
It does work. Quirky doesn't require anything from you, so you're just collecting royalties right off the bat.
Perfect.
If some companies don't mind if you don't have a patent, some companies do. It really depends on the company. It's hard to say because they're all different.
Got it.
They really are.
Andrew, I love when someone comes on that's doing it. That's picking up the phone.
They're telling us their firsthand experience. That's what you're
working
doing.
The system, getting out to stores, and making it happen. And this is a perfect example of someone that's doing that. And congratulations. I'm just so pleased and proud. Good job.
You're proud of your past student. Well, you guys had a lot to do with help with your classes. I would say that one of the recommendations I can give anybody new too is work with your group. You guys have a lot of experience, and Stephen, you're one of my favorite inventors of all times, and your history is wonderful. Work with the people who know what they're doing.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Anything else you want to say in closing?
No, I just want to say I'm so proud of you, Andrea. We did our job. You don't need us anymore.
No.
Oh, I do though. I like seeing your stuff on Facebook. I'm glad I'm your friend now.
It's just so cool. It's the reason why Steve and I do what we do. A lot of times people ask us why. That's why. There's more to life than just money. When you can empower people like yourself to be who you want to be, which is a successful inventor, it's just a fantastic feeling that Stephen. It's selfish on our part, Steve, right? It makes us feel good. But
well, yeah, should.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's great. It's fantastic. So thank you, everyone, for joining us for another InventRight TV show. Make sure to click down below. Give us a thumbs up if you like us. If you don't like us, give us a thumbs up too.
And one last thing.
Yeah,
Please check out her products. They're fantastic. They're clever. They're smart.
definitely.
And they're you know where to buy them now? Go get them.
We're gonna include a link right below where you can click right through and get Andrea's products. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thanks for the props, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. See
All
ya.
right.